everybody. Welcome to the show. Nobody Likes Onions. It's Monday, March 12th. You probably won't hear this till later in the week, though, because I got some more shows to put out. Also, lots of stuff from this weekend. Everybody's favorite drunk Steve Curran came and hung out with me this weekend. We did 2 or 3 shows. I can't remember because of the alcohol and our blood disease that we have called high glucose. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Have some marijuana. Have a drink. Don't forget to set your clocks back. We have a good time here. The Nobody Likes Onions program. One and only Alex Kool Aid Ansel is returning. Now, I
have to do my own
do you want the air horn?
Yeah, hell yeah, I want the air horn. That's official, bro.
We last time you were here, you said you were dropping the Kool Aid, but on your flyers and stuff for your show, the Kool Aid is here to stay.
Yeah, that was them.
Were you delusional? Oh, that was them trying to force you into that?
Well, they're like, hey, should we put Kool Aid on the
Why
flyers?
do you? Okay, I gotta ask you something. Now, see, for people who don't know, Alex is a comedian. When did we meet? 7 or 8 years ago.
I don't think
it's like 2011.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It was my first time working at that club.
Okay. Yeah, I remember like meeting you.
Time flies, man.
No shit.
You've been here for how long?
A year and a half.
Okay, pull the mic up up to your face.
There you go. Yeah, I'll get up.
You can lean back. You can just pull it closer.
Yeah,
it'll come to you. Don't work here.
I have to coax it.
But we met, and I always liked you, and now crazy that we live in the same city because we both moved. I've moved twice since I met you.
Yeah, you were in New York.
But I don't know. Yeah. Don't get excited. I don't know how long I'm here.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know if I'm feeling this city.
Okay.
But to be fair, I haven't been home for a month yet.
Yeah,
solid.
No shit.
Where I could go out and like do shows here.
Yeah, you haven't.
So I do like a few shows that I know, and then like I haven't branched out to new shows.
Yeah.
I haven't done any of this McAnally.
Oh yeah, local guy. Yeah, McAnally.
Yeah, he books a bunch of shows.
Yeah, he's got a weekly at a barbecue restaurant from Pawn Stars.
Yeah, well, this is Rollin' Smoke, which I have it's on my list here to talk about because I have a big issue.
Yeah.
So
By
we'll
the way,
get to that
if you
later.
do any Pawn Star jokes there, they go over everyone's heads. And I'm like, doesn't everybody know it's right next
Nobody
door?
knows. And is that show still on? I guess it is.
I don't know.
I heard this. There's a casino on Sahara called the Lucky Dragon. Mm-hmm. You know this place? It's a little shithole casino on this side of the 15, and it like it's just one of these. You know how there's just tiny fucking like hotel casinos.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll drive by it, you won't even know that's a hotel casino. Like they have a pit, they have a Keno game going, and
3 slot machines,
and a 32-room hotel.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of that kind of shit going on, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I imagine you make a comfortable living. Like you're the owner of that. You have 17 employees, including the 14 maids that come in for 3 hours in the morning.
Yeah.
But I imagine like that's a comfortable living. But the guy who owns that Lucky Dragon, this little shithole, and I've never been in it. It might be great. I'm just calling it a shithole because I do a comedy podcast. Hi, I'm Patrick Melton. He put it up he pawned it.
Okay.
So Rick's Rollin' Smoke Pawn Shop. It's not the full name. What's that? It's Gold and Silver Pawn, I think is the actual name of the pawn shop.
Yeah.
But it's the one on Pawn Star, TLC's Pawn Stars that everybody loves with Chumlee.
Yeah.
And Rick, and what was the son's name? Rick
Jr. and Senior.
Rick Jr. No, there's Rick Senior who's just drunk all the time.
Yeah, there's
I don't care what you do.
Frog Face McGee.
Who the fuck is that?
No, that's the old guy.
The
guy who's constantly sleeping.
Looks like a melting candle. Yeah, he is always asleep. See, I haven't watched that show in like 6 years.
And it's the same still.
But I think it's still on, right?
Well, no, because a lot of them have like charges and shit now. They've been in the like TMZ for this and that, and like I know I keep wanting to say Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing a Street Fighter shirt.
Okay.
I don't think he's doing a spinning bird kick.
No, probably not.
No, he had like charges for guns and meth and all kinds of
says like
shit.
Controller, down right, down diagonal right, P. What?
Downright fierce. Like that's for the Hadoken. It's the downright fierce punch because there's 3 punches.
Okay, I gotta put that on my notes here to talk about when you grow up.
Why is E Honda wearing Ryu and Ken on his belly?
When are you gonna fucking snap out of it, adult?
I don't.
How old are you now?
33.
33.
I'll be 34 in May.
Oh, we have so much to discuss.
I'm the
today.
Lord's age.
I'm glad that your whole day is clear because we got a lot to get to. Especially with this high mental track I'm on. I think somewhere we have to get back to. Where did we even start this conversation?
Shoes squeezed.
Oh no, Rick's.
Oh yeah,
We started talking about comedy shows, and then we got to know there's
local
one.
shows here in Vegas.
Anyway, this gold and silver pond guy. I just got to close this loop real quick.
Yeah.
This guy's nuts. Now he's built this whole plaza. He calls Pond Plaza, and it's like a double-decker container mall.
Yeah.
He's literally like, it's not a container mall, but it feels like a container mall.
Tiny parking lots like a Trader Joe's.
A little parking lot with attendants, and he has like Rick's Rollin' Smoke, which is a franchise of a really good barbecue place here called Rolling Smoke, which is great. I think it's the best barbecue I've had, except for this past weekend.
What about Wings and Rings or what's that?
Oh,
spot
Rick's Wings and Rings. Not the same Rick.
Right. Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, Rick's Wings and Rings. Come on down. By the way, home of, they were just awarded this by the Guinness World Records, home of the largest ranch water slide north of Texas. So pretty good. Wear your jeans, keep your shoes on, and come on down to the ranch water slide at Rick's Wings and
I
Rings.
heard they're adding the rancherita to the menu, to the drink menu.
What's the rancherita?
The rancherita.
This is a margarita with ranch.
It's a ranch-based margarita. They use Hidden Valley. None of that wishbone bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't recycle your material here.
Yeah, thank you. I just love Hidden Valley because they pay me, and hopefully one day. All right, Kraft is okay too.
Kraft is probably. Wait, what's the other one? What's the shitty one?
Wishbone.
Wishbone. Well, Wishbone, feels like a cheap dressing company.
Yeah, there you go. I think there's bacon bits on the edge instead of salt on a traditional margarita, on the rancherita.
Oh, how do they stick them there? Because salt's light, it can stick with any moisture.
Yeah.
Bacon bits will fall right the fuck off. I don't want to. You know what I hate? You ever hate this? Like when they set your plate down and like one of the fries falls off onto the table. I get mad about that. Now I'll still eat it.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be happy about
You
it.
grab the first one, then
Learn how to not spill. So if you set down a bacon, what's it called? A rancherita.
Rancherita. Yes, sir. Trademark pending.
What about a margarancha? Did I just come up with a better name? No, I don't know.
Sounds like someone.
It should just be all
sounds
white.
like a drag name.
Shouldn't it just be ranch with like carrots and broccoli on the side?
No. You
don't like crudité.
Yeah, I do when it's not cheat day. All right. Has bacon bits on the edge.
When it's not cheat day. You and 18-year-old girl bloggers talk about cheat day.
Thank you. Well, workout dudes too. All right.
Workout dudes on
Not me.
on their IGs.
Anyway, no, it's got bacon bits on the edge, and make it stick with duck fat. Obviously. That's
what?
Duck fat.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then a hollowed out
Or
hot dog.
gravy of some sort.
Whoa, let's not get crazy.
Okay, sorry.
And then the straw is a hollowed out hot dog.
What the fuck?
There you go. That's the ranch.
But what? And the rest of it's just a margarita?
Well, it's a ranch with tequila.
Just tequila and ranch.
What are you gonna do? Put lime in there? Make it curdle? That's dumb. Why would you do that?
What about
And a pork chop wedge.
Oh God.
And
You got heart disease thinking about that.
Thank you.
Anyway, go visit Pond Plaza. It's great.
And yeah, because they have a what is it? Upstairs they have a hair salon, which is like
Is that where the comedy show is upstairs?
yeah, and the
Oh yeah, no, he's got like a luggage store.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weird.
but it's like they're known for being bald as fuck. But here's their hair salon. All right. What else do they have? You can rent like those Raptor things, those 3-wheeled.
Oh yeah, they sell those like prowlers or
Whatever, yeah, something
whatever
like that.
it is.
Yeah, so you can rent one of those and cruise around Vegas, and yeah, so it's fun.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
It's halfway to a carnival.
Yeah, almost.
I feel like they should have a funnel cake store.
and there's like almost like fat heads, like stickers,
Of
fatheads
them.
of them all around the plaza.
Yeah.
Like all around, like, hey, I take this.
Chumley says it's the best hot dog in town.
Yeah, it's like, I take this moving box because fuck stairs. I don't know. It's something like that for the elevator. It's something like all folksy and bullshit.
Yeah, y'all come. It's real. Y'all come back now.
Yeah, it's
Over there. Also, every time I've been there, all the stores are closed.
yeah, because it's
They're
late,
not
yeah.
open at all.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And the prices at that Roll and Smoke are way higher than if you go to the actual chain.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they do like, I don't know if they bring the meat over from the real restaurant or if they smoke it there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a smoker like there.
A guy with a vape pen.
No, but they might bring it over, like the whole like brisket and ribs and everything from the other, because it's only like a couple miles away.
Oh, okay.
But it's more expensive. They have like buffet style where you get a plate, you pick how many meats you want and how
Oh,
many
yeah, it's
sides
like
you want.
$40, right?
Yeah, and then it's like by the time you're out the door, $35, $40.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, for a plate of barbecue.
Yeah.
Used to get a rack of ribs for like $20.
Yeah.
And now that slowly crept up to where it's like
Barbecue
35
should be on a platter, not a plate.
on a tray.
Yeah.
Just
Because, I'm from South Texas and, I'm partial
I gotta
to that.
say though, I've never had the best barbecue in Texas.
You haven't gone to, like,
That's what everyone in San Antonio says. Name the places. I'll tell you which ones I've been to.
Two Brothers Barbecue.
Been to Two Brothers.
You didn't like it?
It was all right.
Oh.
You guys
bro.
act like it's the shit.
It's amazing.
Have you had Roll and Smoke here?
Yeah. Just the Rick's one. It was all right,
It's okay.
Yeah. But there's a Texas barbecue place in Henderson that I need to go to. I hear good things. So it's like Big B's Barbecue or something.
Okay, what are the other good San Antonio places? Famous Dave's?
No, I don't fuck with that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a chain.
Yeah, I know. Rudy's is all right.
I think I've had Rudy's.
Yeah, Rudy's is good, but it's not the best. But yeah, dude, Two
I've
Brothers
had some
is
of the
my jam.
worst barbecue in Houston in my life.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Never my favorite state.
barbecue lean.
Kansas City, the Carolinas. I feel like they got you beat. Memphis.
I've had barbecue. Like, oh man, I was so pissed off. So I had some barbecue when I was out in Kansas City because there's there's some guy that he always brings a platter of meats to every Friday show or whatever.
Oh, at the Improv, yeah.
Yeah,
They do the green room. It's like Oklahoma Joe's or whatever it is.
Something like that. I love this guy, right? So.
I'll tell you one thing though, when he wraps it, I don't like that he crushes down all the pickles on top of it.
Yeah, I got you.
And
I
it's
love
all just
the
laid
pickles and
across
onions.
white bread. But places can stop doing that. We're past the white bread.
I don't know.
You like it at the bottom where it's soaking up all the crap?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, you're
It's
the
more
guy.
edible than a napkin.
I didn't sign up for a barbecue casserole. Can we separate the things? I'll make my own sandwich. Thank you.
Get the divided plate. And
Yeah,
lunch
it's weird.
tray.
Because what if you like that like sauce and juice? Now it's all
gotcha.
soaked into bread.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I'm trying to be carb free, and barbecue's supposed to be a nice treat for a carb free day.
Right? Yeah.
And now you soaked all the sauce into my bread, and of course I'm going to eat it. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well,
I would never eat white bread. I've come too far from Florida to go back.
That's fun.
But yeah, you like it. That's fine. So I went there over the weekend to Roll and Smoke the original.
Yeah.
They're burnt ends. I had them once after I moved here. I had them about a year ago for the first time. It's like candy.
Yeah.
Like it's the way they're supposed to be. Like this sweet bacon candy that once you put it in your mouth, it just kind of melts. You don't even have to do anything. We went back. Steve Kern and I. We got.
Not the coach of the Warriors.
No, I don't know.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, not Steve Kerr and I.
Okay.
Curran.
Okay. Gotcha. With a C, right? C-U-R?
Curran.
Okay, I've seen the name. Yeah.
Join him on our Friday show for his weekly segment, Current Events.
I get it.
Just kidding. He's never done that. But he should start. He ordered a pound of like burn ends
Nice.
because they'll take them home. And they came out, and we had to wait 45 minutes at this fucking place, which I don't mind if it's great.
Yeah.
Fine.
They want to make sure they're extra burned.
They come out, and they're fucking burnt.
Yeah.
And not, the burn ends are supposed to be burn ends, Patrick. You don't know barbecue. Fuck off. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be burnt as in overcooked and caramelized.
and not
You shouldn't
like
taste carcinogens,
and charcoal.
carcinogen crust on your barbecue.
Yeah,
No, you can taste that like burned
Yeah.
taste. And it's like, especially after you waited 45 minutes, it's like, so was it ready when I ordered it? What was wrong with it back then? Was it
Yeah, it's
just
supposed to be-
awesome then?
It's supposed to be like chewy and kind of sticky a little bit. And
Yeah, but not too chewy. It should melt. I mean,
Yeah.
it should kind of like it's hard to explain, but theirs were the best I've ever had.
yeah,
And then you go back and you pay out the ass for it.
yeah,
And I told him like you should go back and just tell him,
yeah.
like just have the fucking guy back there taste it and go, you eat that, and then tell me if that's how it's supposed to be. I'll go back to my seat.
yeah.
Because I guarantee you he'll taste that and be like, that's not my bar. Like, because he
Yeah.
fucking knows. And
Yeah.
I did a black voice because he was black.
He could have been.
But I guarantee
white guy from Memphis.
if he would have tasted that, he wouldn't have liked it.
right,
It
yeah,
had a bad, it wasn't sweet at all.
yeah.
And the burn flavor.
Are you one of these people that like? Excuse me, I need to talk to the manager. And like
He left him in my refrigerator, and I'm not even going to eat him.
nice. My go to is when I have a problem at a restaurant. Is to go, excuse me, I just want to bring this to your attention. Just like, because one time I had there was like a candy wrapper or something, almost looking like a gumdrop wrapper, was in my mac and cheese, right? And I was eating mac and cheese, and I was like,
Well, that's a little over the line.
right? And I was like, this is extra, and then pull it out, and the guy I was with, my roommate Mike Toomey, he was like, I'm gonna say something. What I was like, I can handle it. I'm an adult. All right. I know I don't dress like one, but I'm an adult. And sure enough, it wasn't that busy. So the supervisor manager's running around, and he goes, "Oh yeah, is everything okay?" And I go, "Hey, I just want to bring this to your attention." And then I showed them, and I felt bad because I gave him the piece of plastic that was in my mouth, and he goes, "I'll take care of this right away." And he
Take
storms
care of
off.
it how?
I don't know. Like go. Well,
Give
anyway.
you another mac and cheese?
Yes. And which I'm like, I don't know if I want anymore if there's like gum, like a candy wrapper.
Maybe it's like those New Orleans king cakes. Like you found the baby.
there you go. And what is it? Good luck for a year or some shit?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
If I was the manager, I'd have been like, you don't look like a guy who minds candy and macaroni and cheese,
Thank
motherfucker.
you. Yeah,
Like,
that's why I didn't want to make a big, scene or anything. But he goes,
you look like a guy who complained if there weren't Jolly Ranchers in there.
sour apple and blueberry. All right, none of that cherry bullshit. But no, they comped the meal and they were like, "Hey, if you want dessert to go, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, okay. That's the way you're supposed to handle it." Because I hate that when I see that another table and somebody's like, and I'm like, all right, no one hugged you as a kid.
I hate that when they offer a dessert as
Okay.
compensation.
Well, no, they comped the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they comped the whole thing, which we already comped. Like we already had comps from because my buddy Mike is he's like one of their preferred regulars, VIP. It's like casino bullshit. So
Where was this at?
Sam's Town, the barbecue place inside Sam's Town.
Okay. He's a VIP at Sam's Town.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Sam's Town is pretty much the Lucky Dragon.
But bigger.
Right.
Yeah, way bigger. And it's in Henderson.
Yeah.
So it's away from all the hustle and bustle of the strip.
Yeah, AKA inconvenient.
Not if you live in Henderson.
Yeah. It's Henderson adjacent.
That's awesome. But
Lake Mead.
yeah, there you go. So we were already comped, and so it's like, oh, so we just got this shit recomped, or like, how does this work?
Yeah. I would have demanded like new comp passes.
I would have been like, you know what? I'm good on this.
Do you know who my friend is? He's a VIP here.
This is Mike Toomey.
If you're not careful, this whole place will end up down at Rick's Pawn Shop.
One word from me.
So apparently, I don't know, this owner of that Lucky Dragon place is in such bad financial trouble. He had to pawn his place. So I guess like if he doesn't get it out of pawn, like the deed or whatever,
Yeah.
Rick will own a fucking casino hotel.
No, okay.
What if this is the way he's the smartest dude ever, or his dad was.
Yeah.
And in 20 years he'll own this whole town the way shit's going.
Ooh, where's his sex scandal? It's brewing.
Yeah, look, the value of the win had to drop tremendously.
Did it?
Yeah, I guess it's all
Yeah.
based on finances.
Yeah.
Who knows? What about this new project now? Because They were supposed to build a whole new casino behind the Wynn. That's why they closed the golf course down.
Oh, okay. I have.
So where the golf course is, they're going to build a whole new casino.
Yeah.
With a big lagoon and have a nightly boat parade.
Jesus.
Like it's going to be.
You're
like,
making this up.
No, this is 100% fucking real. 100%. And yeah.
Can I be a tour guide on the boat lagoon?
It's supposed to be really like carnival-y.
Okay.
Much more. But yeah, apparently it's supposed to have a nightly boat parade of like weird shit, like King Kong. Like he mentioned some of the floats that were like King Kong and shit. Like it's, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Like an acid
Universal
trip,
Studios.
Yeah, right. The shark from Jaws comes
Las
out.
Vegas. Yeah. No, I don't know. It's supposed to be nuts. Oh, and there's supposed to be a zip line from like the top of the Wynn, like down to the ground, like that you'll be able to do and shit, which sounds nuts.
Right? I mean, you know, if you're not Bruce Wayne, why not, right?
Would you ever zip line?
No, not
What
at
if
all.
engineers told, like, because I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
What if they had two of them?
I'm like,
and then
zip line. I'm not trying a Segway.
Yeah. No shit, yeah.
But like if engineers told you like it would be fine.
The only way I would do some like crazy.
They're like, look, this thing's rated for 1,500 pounds, which is so much overkill. You're like,
I don't do well with heights. Like if I get too close to a railing or something, nah. But the one thing I would kind of do is that what is it, the iFly thing where they have the turbine on the bottom and then they blow air up?
oh yeah,
I would do that. I don't know if
because
I
you're
do.
not high up.
Thank you. Heights, okay? You
That's
know.
like saying this. Like, look, I don't eat seafood, but you know that Italian dish where they layer noodles, meat, ricotta cheese? I'll eat that. It's like that has nothing to do with what we were talking about. You just
As
said
far
that,
as like
I don't do
stunty
A, but I'll
bullshit.
do B.
Yeah,
like cool.
Like me and heights, we don't get along, so I just.
What if you got your new show? Kool Aid Takes Vegas on TV. Look, things are happening for
Right,
you.
right.
You're gonna get some attention here.
Hopefully, yeah.
And not just from this show. But you know,
Get that nobody
you
likes
get this-
onions bump.
What if you get? Yeah, there's not a. It's first of all, this is the nobody likes onions bump. It's called My Stomach.
Yay.
What have you got to offer for a TV show?
Uh-huh.
Just a local TV show. This is gonna air at 11:30 p.m. on Saturday nights. Let's make it a realistic deal.
Thank you.
And not even then,
Because
because
that's
up
what-
against SNL.
that's how-
it's
that's-
going to air at 1:30 a.m.
Because local, because people in Vegas in the hotel rooms, they're usually there with 30 a.m.
Okay, this is even better. Let's say on 7 a.m. at 7 a.m. On Good Morning Las Vegas, you get a weekly 7-minute segment.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Where it's like telling tourists what to check out in Vegas,
Yeah.
along with plugging your show.
Okay.
And this week they want you to cover the old zip line from the top of the Wynn, or the bungee jump from the stratosphere. Your choice.
Oh, Jesus. I would do the zip line over the bungee jump.
Why?
Because
You don't trust that snap?
yeah, no shit. And because the zip line, you're just going down. It's one straight trip. With a bungee jump, you're fucking going
It's
back
not a
and
bungee.
forth.
It's not a bungee. It's you jump off. Sorry, it's base jumping. You're jumping off, and then like 15 feet from the ground or whatever, it slows you down, and then you just land. Like it's super smooth.
I know.
My friend did it.
No. At least with
So
his,
Bert Kreischer's terrified of heights. He was the first one who did that. He opened that ride on the Travel Channel.
oh, nice.
And then they called him a week later, and they were like, "We didn't get good footage. We need you to go back and do it again. We're going to rent a helicopter." So he had to go back and do it again. He's terrified of heights.
Right,
Terrified.
I'd have to see
Like
the
he doesn't
check.
like airplanes.
Oh, I don't mind airplanes. Like if I'm on an airplane, I'm good. I can sit by the window. I'm good on that shit. But if I get too close to a railing,
How would you be on an airplane and not sit by the window?
hey man, I like comfort. Fuck off.
I don't like the window because then I'm bugging. I like to get up and walk around,
yeah.
and I feel like I'm bugging people.
Oh,
When I ask
you're
them
like-
to move.
Yeah. I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. If I'm in the aisle, yeah, fucking get up, go run.
You don't
around.
like the aisle? You don't like to kick your legs out?
Depend. Well, I mean, now most of the time when I do travel, first class,
Where are you flying first class?
When I was on tour
With-
and shit with
with
Jake,
Jake?
yeah.
Oh, because he would bump you up?
No, I'd have to pay for that shit. Are you?
You would
kidding
have
me?
to pay for your own flights to go open for him?
Yeah.
That's not how opening works.
Tell him that. Anyway, but
Why would you pay for first class? First class tickets are nuts to buy.
yeah.
Like I would get it all the time on U.S. Airways and American because I have status.
Right. Yeah. And I built
that
up
would
a
be
shitload
like
of points.
2 days out, you would get an email like you've been upgraded. But you don't buy it and you don't pay it for points. Like,
oh, okay.
see, now with American, I think you have to use points, so I never do that shit.
Yeah.
And plus, they have the extra legroom economy now.
Yeah.
Which, as long as I get that, I have a 5-inch gap between my knees and the seat in front of me. It's great. If you get the, you know what I'm talking about? What is it called? Like a premium economy or whatever.
Business class or whatever.
Or main cabin extra or whatever the fuck it's. That's my nickname in high school. Patrick Main Cabin Extra. But yeah. Okay, so I want to jump into it. You've started a show. You have a nightly show.
Yeah, 5 nights a week, Treasure Island.
On the Las Vegas Strip.
Right in the middle of the strip.
Yeah.
I'm still
now,
like
it
cheesing.
Is above a Senior Frogs.
It is in a Senior Frogs.
yeah, technically.
So, I mean, that's kind of where my comedy career started, doing open mics in Mexican restaurants.
It is like exciting when I went to see your show. Like you're walking in, you're like, oh my God, like he's done it. And then you get to the Senior Frogs, and you're like, I don't know if he's done it.
That's it.
He probably worked a lot of Mexican restaurants in San Antonio.
Oh, I did a shitload. Yeah. I mean, I'd run out of hands to count them.
But either way, it's a show and it's running 5 nights a week.
Yep.
It's a steady paycheck.
Yeah.
And somebody saw you and believed in you enough to fucking financially back it. Which is,
no shit.
That's
right?
saying something.
Yeah.
So congratulations on all that.
Thank you.
I have one problem with the whole show, and I'm going to let you guess it as we go.
All right.
First of all, you have 2 dancers on the show. What is when they come to you? What do they tell you they want you to do? Because I don't imagine you picking this.
Well, they had all kinds of ideas and shit.
Can you give us some of the ones you
absolutely.
shot down?
Oh, tons.
This is going to be fucking amazing.
They go. So, you know,
who is it? First of all.
Who's like producing it?
Yeah, who are these guys? How do they find you?
It's like Vegas Entertainment Limited. Anyway, the big parent conglomerate that's putting all this together is called Unicorn Media, and they're based out of Germany. So,
holy shit! All right,
right? Yeah. So these the like marketing guy, his name's Dan. He's from Germany, and then Pete is the producer guy, and he did a lot of TV. He helped launch MTV back in the day. He worked for Stars, a couple other networks. He's pretty high up there, and then he's worked with he's worked on tours with like Madonna, Prince, Michael Jackson. Like he's it's got a resume out the ass. So I don't know who he pissed off.
All the way down to you,
right? I don't know who he pissed off to be working with me. No. But
you're the next Michael Jackson. I can see it.
No, not me. Love you, Pete. So these 2 guys, they asked a comic out in that they know in Austin and a comic out in New York about, hey, we got this idea for a live show that's about losing weight and obesity in America and just tackle some of those issues and make it funny. Who's kind of like a comic that would be perfect for this? And both comics from Austin and New York were like, "Oh, get this guy Kool Aid."
Right.
And because it was at the time I was touring with Jake. I was losing weight consistently, juicing. Because, there's Jake the Snake right there. That's not him calling. Oh.
You're getting a Skype.
No, Facebook Messenger. All right. So I didn't know this, but they came to a couple of the shows in Vegas. And so they saw me a couple times, like 2-3 times. And then they approached me and they go, hey, they introduced themselves and they told me that I was recommended by these 2 comics that I've worked with and respect. And
well, they found out where you were performing and like came to some of your shows.
Well, the funny part is they were building an office in Vegas, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he lives in Vegas now." And they're like, "What?" So they came out to some shows, and they're like, "Hey, we've seen you at a couple shows. You do great every time. You're a standout. This and that." I'm like, "What do you want?" And so they're like, "Hey, we have this idea for a show about losing weight and." Some of the trials and tribulations and just, trying to bring in that kind of audience because they have all kinds of like all kinds of other companies underneath their umbrella that they want to push on. And I was like, okay, I get it. It's part of a larger thing. And then here's my
like what?
show.
What do you mean? Like what other?
They have like they do supplements is like one of the things that they do. They have this like doctor that's been writing like books for them. They have like workout equipment from another division. So have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
You know how they have that German corporation and then the Los Pollos Hermanos is like one thing?
Yeah.
Underneath the whole thing?
Okay, right.
Unicorn is that German company. I'm Los Pollos Hermanos without the meth. So all these like, you know, it's a giant
You're
thing.
the Chicken Brothers?
Yeah. There you go. So, yeah, they have all these like little things that they kind of want to integrate, and they also do a lot of like online security and network security and online stuff.
What the fuck?
Right? And so they want to like start broadcasting other
It's like how Alec Baldwin on 30 Rock was the head of TV programming and microwave oven programming.
Yeah, exactly. So they're this huge, you know, like company out of Europe, and so they were talking me up like in last summer, and they're like, oh yeah, we want to make you a hologram. That's Dan, the German guy, and he goes, how would you like to be a hologram? I'd be like, whoa, like Tupac, and I was like, I'm gonna be the first hologram that weighs like 4 pounds. It's gonna be great. You know,
Better bring a bigger disc.
Yeah, God damn it. So they were like,
Yeah, whenever you guys hire writers, let me know. I got a lot of fat jokes.
Thank you. Right? That's why I was like, hey, did you take any notes? And you're like, oh yeah. So they were like, would you like to have your own show? And blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Sounds good. Here's my info. And, you know, I've been in this, you know, entertainment, whatever, like long enough
Promises.
Exactly. Like, because you do like a reality TV show pilot here.
Don't count your chickens before they're hermanos.
Yeah. God damn it. You high bastard. So,
not wrong, though.
So it's like, you know, you don't want to do this thing of like, hey, I just got approached by these 2 guys to have my own show. And then 6 months from now, it's like, hey, so what happened to getting your own show? You know, so I just kind of went, nah, all right. Just
Yeah, you don't say anything about anything.
right. And then I always harken back to the scene in, what is it, The Comedian with Seinfeld where Orny Adams, he gets a spot on, was it Tonight Show or whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, this is amazing. Who can I tell? My mom and my sister, you know, because if you tell other comedians, you know, this and that, I've only been in the town for like a year at that point. It's like, who the fuck is this guy getting a show 5 minutes in, you know, whatever. And so I just kind of kept it hush-hush, just told who needed to know.
Right.
And so a couple months go by, I'm checking in with these folks, and I'm like, so what's up? They're checking in with me. They having me, like, meet with a trainer because they also, like, they bought, I don't know, I think they, like, either own a gym or bought one.
Life insurance policy alone.
Thank you, right? Because I was like, I'm going to get health care. This is worth it just for the health, or,
Yeah.
you know, for health insurance, whatever.
We need your rider.
Yeah.
Elevator mandatory.
God damn it. Signs on the ceiling.
Only Pepsi throwback. None of that modern shit.
Real cane
New
sugar.
Coke.
Gross. Crystal Pepsi.
From
Fuck
the,
off.
yeah. We one of the first bits I did on this show probably back in 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
No, I think it had to be earlier, 5 or 6. God, was we had a listener send in 2 bottles of Crystal Pepsi he bought on eBay.
Yeah.
Like it was at that point, I guess 12, 15 years
Yeah.
old, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And we drank it, and it just tasted like the flattest Pepsi ever.
Yeah.
I think it got really flat anyway, if I remember. Crystal Pepsi, if you bought a 2-liter of it, half a day, even with the cap on, it would be like it would start to, it would, I think once it got oxidized, the taste changed. Something to do with the caramel. It was dope though. I remember drinking that and being like, how the fuck does it taste? How do they, and if they could do this, why not just do that all
Cure
the time?
cancer,
Like,
or
yeah. That's what scientists were working on in the 90s.
Yeah, and they go, it's like Pepsi, but
Remember
clear.
they had Right Now by Van Halen was the commercial. They would like pour it in right now.
I remember
Seize the Pepsi.
because when did it come out? Like 92, 93?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So I remember we were living
At least OJ's ex-wife got to enjoy some before her.
Damn.
For
Before
her
he killed her,
demise.
and he
Yeah.
said he did. No, we were living in Germany, but we would
Late
visit.
for Rodney, too early for Nicole.
God damn it. we were living in Germany, but we'd visit Texas because my grandma lived there. And I remember like I got 7 Crystal Pepsis in a row because you know, untwist the cap. Oh, you get a free Crystal Pepsi. And it was ridiculous. We were
Doesn't mean you have to drink them right now.
Well, no, but I'd win them and be like, hey, when next time we get gas, I'm like, I'm getting another Crystal Pepsi. And I had like a string of 6 or 7 in a row that I was like, I have the magic touch. I thought I was like, you know.
It's the same thing with the gum wrapper and the macaroni and cheese. Just keep getting comped for your next one. Like, how many times can I find a hair in my noodles?
Think. So anyway, so the show, right?
Yeah.
So
sorry,
so
I got you high somehow through osmosis.
There you go. So we're going back and forth and keeping in touch, and then I get a phone call like late November, and they go, Alex, we got funding for the show, and I'm like, okay. So they also launched a cryptocurrency to their members of this online group they have
to own like parts of your show.
No, just to like launch a cryptocurrency. And this is ready for a bit. You hear? Okay, so the name
Bitcoin?
No, better. The name of the cryptocurrency
Nothing's better than Bitcoin. Don't joke about that.
Is Rainbow. Like
yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Rainbow is the name of the cryptocurrency, and then I think the was it denominations that they break it down into are sparkles and
Stripes?
No, sparkles and dazzles or some shit. Like I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, you're Unicorn Media.
Like
right?
0.1 is a sparkle, 0.01 is a dazzle, like that
something
kind
like
of thing.
yeah. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But it's called Rainbow.
Sounds gay.
Yeah, oh, super, right? And I'm like, I don't care, whatever. So they ended up raising like $30 million. And,
on like a coin ICO?
Yeah, on their cryptocurrency. And they go, we got funding. We're going to start doing the show. So
they raise this money in Bitcoin, essentially. Because that's what you buy other coins with. It's Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I don't know.
That's crazy.
So,
and what is this coin good for, this Rainbow?
All their like, you know, sub companies and other companies that they have deals with. And I don't know. It's above me. I'm like, okay, cool.
I got to look this up.
Yeah. Look it up. Rainbow. Rainbow cryptocurrency.
Okay, so you get funding.
Yeah. And this is late November, and he's like, do you think we can launch in December? And I'm like, wait, what? And so I work with Pete, the producer. We go online, and we do, like, G-Chat, video chat, and he's giving me topics, and I'm, like, writing stuff. So I end up writing, I don't know, 30 pages of stuff. And some of the stuff are, like, kind of reworked bits or bits that I've been polishing or kind of on the back burner. But I'm like, okay, let me work on it for this show. And just ideas I've had about how ridiculous food is anyway. And all these kind of like subjects that we want to bring into, did you find it?
Yeah.
And I go, wait. And one of my first questions when they raise all this money, I go, so this is all like drug runners and arms dealers? Like what's all the shell
what
companies? And I'm like, whatever. I got a show out of it.
God forbid you have a story at the end of this.
Right? Oh, let's go for the experience. So, we get the funding and start writing, cranking stuff out. And then they're like, hey, we're going to launch it in December. And I'm like, gulp. Okay. And then it kind of moved to January a little bit because they were launching 4 shows within 6 weeks of each other.
What are the other shows?
Okay. So there's 2 at Bally's, right? There's Carl LeBeouf Stripped. So it's, basically him talking.
Shows are stripped, squeezed, scrunched, scromped. Stomp? Do they do stomp?
Not yet. That's what I do on stage. And that's how I get on the stage is I stomp up the steps.
Okay.
And on the first show, of course, I biffed it and like.
We'll hear.
Yeah.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
So, Carl LeBeouf Stripped, where he talks about like old school Vegas and the Vegas stories you've people don't want told, but you're gonna hear about. And of course, Carl LeBeouf is awesome. Came up with Sam Kinison and all that good stuff with the Outlaws of Comedy. Then they have That's Vegas, which is a variety show. So they have like a comedian impressionist, and they have a Britney impersonator. She's awesome. Took a picture with her, and I was like, I'm in a
The
Kevin
show has
Finley.
video. They can see you shook your head.
Oh, okay.
He said impersonator and then shook his head violently as indicate he doesn't like him. You know what we're going to do with you? We're going to make you start being real. It's okay to not like everything.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay to smoke a cigarette. Who are you hiding from,
I would
Kool Aid?
never. All right.
Jesus.
All the time.
Be honest with your audience.
Where's an ashtray? All right. I'll go outside during the break.
Yeah.
I know there's a break.
There'll be a break at some point.
So, no, it's just like,
One of our chairs is bound to give out.
God damn it. So, it's like, really? We're still doing these jokes? Like, and like, kind of older celebrity impressions and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go with what's safe and what the audience recognizes. Whereas, I don't know, maybe I'm just too naive, comic-y, like, no, man, I'm treading new ground.
You did call a black woman your Wakandan princess in the middle of the show.
She was gorgeous. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
Sounds like a slur.
What the fuck? Thank you. Anyway.
It's like calling her your Nubian goddess.
Yeah, that's not a slur.
Feels wrong.
Sorry
So
that
when
I'm
you
a
read that Yelp
colonizer.
review, it was me.
Oh, awesome. Good deal. I'm like, ooh, can't make everybody like me. I'm not pizza. Shit, I forgot where I was at. Anyway, so they put me in the studio, right? They had me like sing the opening tracks and shit. And they're like, hey, don't take this the wrong way.
Is this song online anywhere, by the way? For 3 days.
I can send it to you.
For 3 days, I wondered, can you do it from your phone so we can play it? Come on.
I have the chorus on my videos, on my promo videos.
I've been walking around, and I don't remember exactly how it goes, but in my mind, it goes, squeezed, 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 squeezed.
Yeah.
I've been walking around. So his show is called Squeezed. Here's
the funny side of losing weight.
The funny side of losing weight. Here's my complaint. That's not what the show is.
Okay.
It's just an hour of your stand-up.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone?
Well,
Again,
no,
let's be honest. It's just an hour of your stand-up. Of course, some of it's about food, but there's nothing that there's not too much that was written for that show.
Probably 30%, like that I wrote specifically for that show.
And I'm happy that you still use my find ice cream in the microwave tag.
Yeah, and I looked at you when I said it too.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, I
do like that tag.
Yeah, it's a great tag. Here, I'll play from this here.
Yeah, this is.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's Biggie's Juicy. Get it?
Who composed this song? And then you rap over that?
Kind of like sing-songy, like Rodney rap, basically.
What are some of the lyrics? Come on.
It was, he's a supersized hero.
You sing that?
No, so they had me sing it, and they were like, hey, don't take this the wrong way, but you're not that good of a singer. And I go, I know, like I'm self-aware, like think I am.
Yeah.
Named Kool Aid. I go, I'm not trying to be
I'm not a singing guy.
I tell jokes. Like, I stay in my lane. Now they're having me dance and sing. And so I'm like, hey, it's a comedy show. So if I'm shitty at those...
They're going to try to make you branch out.
Yeah, so I'm like, if I'm shitty at both, I can just make fun of that because it's still a comedy show, So they were, like, auto-tuning the shit out of me, and it would just sound weird. So they just kind of had me do the... like the sing-songy back and forth kind of stuff. But, oh, geez, I don't know if I should send it to you. All right.
Well, what are some of the lyrics of the rap part?
Oh, damn it. What is it? All right, I'll tell you what. I'll play it. Let me find it on my...
You know the lyrics. You have to perform tonight.
Well, thank you. I just know my parts. I don't know the whole,
No, that's all I want to know is your part.
Oh, flapping my arms. Oh, baby, working my charm. Right?
Flapping my arms.
Well, because it refers to the bit where I do the... Hold on. Is this... Yeah, right there. And
who wrote this song?
Heidi Thompson. She's a Cher impersonator here in town.
Okay.
And she has a husband, Gene Saronin, who does... he does Ozzy and Elton John. So, but they have this badass studio, and they have like a backyard, badass studio, huge building, garage, shed thing.
Who are the women who were singing Squeezed?
I think two of the dancers did it. Because all the dancers are in like a theater, like school or whatever, TAPS, I think it's called, Theater Arts Performing School. So they're doing singing, dancing, and acting. And... they're doing all that shit, so they got recruited out of there, I guess.
So you have like these two little Latina dancers.
That night you were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 4 total. They're all amazing.
And you got to have sex with these girls.
No. I wouldn't do that to them. They yeah.
What do you mean you wouldn't do that to them?
I would feel gross for that.
I would so do that to them. How old are they?
They're all like 18, 19.
Oh, they know.
Anyway.
You tell them about me. Anyway. No, I'm kidding. So you wouldn't date a 19-year-old?
Hell no.
What if you loved her? What if she looked 48?
Gee, time's been run. What, she has Benjamin Button disease?
I mean, what do you want, man? That's the best of both worlds. No, wait, other way. 48-year-old. No, wait, that's not great either. Anyway, the point is, I
want to date someone, not babysit them.
Here's what I feel like they're trying to do. They're trying to make a stand-up show into a Vegas show.
Exactly. They wanted to Vegas it up.
But they make you go do a costume change.
Yeah.
You have a wardrobe change.
Yeah. Never thought I'd have to deal with that as a comedian.
You dress like a Grand Theft Auto character in a velour jumpsuit.
Thank you.
Choke on your water. I mean, when you put that on, do you feel like a Guido?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I used to have a velour like tracksuit.
Just out of comfort.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like me and my old roommate Alfie. Yo, rest in peace, Alfie. I miss you, bro.
Sometimes you don't feel like wiping. You put on that velour.
But no, we would both put on our velour like tracksuits, and we put on our chains. And then there's a picture of us on Instagram. I put on my Kool Aid piece.
Put on your chains.
Yeah, like
that's
I put
appropriation.
Whatever. I'd put on my Kool Aid piece. He'd put on his like a Decepticon logo chain.
Yeah.
And we'd just go to the grocery store and stunt hard and look at mom asses.
What's the Decepticon logo?
The like from Transformers.
The one everybody has on the back of their car?
No, that's Autobots. Decepticons are the bad guys.
What's the Decepticon logo? See, you can't say to a non-nerd.
Yeah.
Although somehow I did see Black Panther on opening day. I got drugged to it.
Yeah.
I think that's what gave me pneumonia. I caught it from those Wakandans.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, now it sounds bad.
When you say
make up your mind, Kool Aid. Make up your mind.
When you go,
can't have it both ways.
Wakandans and
them
from those fictional country, yeah,
yeah,
so messed up.
Anyways, they were all talking during the movie, or as I like to call it, vibraniums.
I put a clip online of like, hey, what's the best way to get the best seat for a Black Panther showing? Show up on time. And I did that, and I had a best seat. I had right in the middle. It's good to go. And then sure enough, like previews would start, the movie started, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, there you go.
The black people? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Wakandans.
Yeah. We used to be able to call them presidential. You're acting very presidential. Right
oh, no shit. That was your code word?
Yeah. A couple of presidents just walked in, give them a booth.
Yeah. Well, in restaurants, they always say Canadians as code for black people. I've heard that. My mom.
Seems unfair to Canadians, though.
Yeah. My mom never, mind you, not in a negative way. My mom loved black people. German as hell, loved black people. And but almost like,
why does that matter?
No, it's almost like in the racist, like
oh,
they're so entertaining.
Filter. I want my porn German as hell, black love.
So she would always refer to like black people in German as die Grüne, for green, because of course black people are going to know what schwarz means, which is German for black. So she would just kind of say that, and it wasn't even like shitty on the low. I mean, she was shitty towards other cultures and other, groups.
No, sometimes you just need a code so you can say things you want to say.
Yeah.
So people can't hear you. Not shitty on the low, just sometimes you want to say something bad about someone where they can't understand.
Be discreet about it, yeah.
Right, but not shitty on the low.
Yeah.
Sounds shitty on the low. But
it sounds low-key racist, right?
Yeah. It sounds bad.
Anyway,
so you got this show. You have you wear
squeezed 5 nights a week. All right,
squeezed 5 nights a week. Don't buy tickets off the scalper out front.
I wish we had that
walk
problem.
right in.
Yeah, you can just walk. Yeah, it's fine. Take the elevator up.
If you're having trouble finding the ticket booth, look for the plywood. I didn't know where to go.
At Senior
There's
Fun.
not a sign anywhere on it. They put a banner next to it, but they should have something on the ticket booth.
That says ticket?
Or box office.
I need this feedback. This is good.
Or box office or tickets here or get squeezed or.
Well, they did put up 2 signs because my lead-in, it's my lead-in, not the previous show, obviously. No, it's called Beyond Reality, which sounds like a PlayStation.
What is this?
Well, it's a magician, like comedy magic, and then a hypnotism show. And so that's the 7 p.m. show. And then, whoever wants to hang around from that show and stay for Squeeze, they can do that. And so there's been, a couple pissed off grandmas that didn't like the language I used.
Yeah, that's
which
my
I don't even go too hard.
I don't think it fits the theme of how you're marketing it.
Okay.
I think people are leaving there going like, that's not what it said it was. Like, people like it.
Yeah.
But it is stand-up with a dance while you change.
There you go.
For no reason.
That's that. I mean, all right. Are we talking about ideas that I shot down?
Well, no. So, give me more ideas you shut down. But why not work towards like? See, I think you need like some more interactive like games or something in it.
Okay.
I think it needs to be. It doesn't feel like it's about weight loss at all. If that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It feels like a stand-up show.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, if that's what it is, that's not what it's marketed as. So either like people who might love stand-up aren't coming because it seems to be like a weight loss show.
Okay.
And the people who come because it's a weight loss show are probably going like, well, that was just an hour of stand-up. So I feel like it's missing on something.
I got you.
I would come out in a banana suit. See, I'm not kidding. I would.
Okay.
I don't know. I would give away an apple every 5 minutes. Like I would just come up with like weird. I'd make it a weird show if you can do anything. You don't have to do just stand up.
Yeah, I got you.
And they would probably prefer that. They want it to be like this variety.
Well, I wanted to, and I've done this like when there's not a lot of people there. It's like I'll go into the audience and just talk to like some people and be like,
yeah, why not?
Hey, what's your guilty pleasure? What do you? Oh yeah, that's a good thing too. And kind of riff and,
why
and
not?
talk about. And I've been trying to like now that I've kind of gotten in the groove a little bit of doing the show about 2 weeks of oh damn! All right, hold on. Of kind of like connecting more with the audience and like, hey, who's lost weight, who's kept it off,
right?
And then kind of like talking more about that.
You can call people up. You can do like games. You can call people up and do weird shit.
Okay.
I'm working on a bit right now. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, but I'm gonna chew up gummy worms and spit them into a peep's mouth.
like
regurgitating worms into a baby bird's mouth.
And okay, and you're gonna do this on stage.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you
I was about to say,
Patrick, logistically, how are you gonna do this? You're gonna have to bring peeps and gummy worms everywhere. I already do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, doesn't it sound a little proppy? Says the guy with the Kool Aid
but
chain.
Here's the thing. I want to do a show. I don't know if I'll do it in Edinburgh this year, but that's what I'm working on. I'm working on a show that's a silly, crazy like show. Like it's
cool.
It's you look under your chair just in the middle of the show. There's a fucking whoopee cushion, like whatever. Like I don't. Yeah. That's not something I'm doing. But
would you like some Alex Ansel whoopee cushions?
I want to have. Here's how I'm describing the show. There's 100 things on stage I can do, little bits and gimmicks and props. It is very proppy.
Okay.
But it's something I think would work well in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's also just
silly needs to make a comeback.
More fun for a general audience, and you could have like children in on it if you wanted. I don't.
I got you.
I make them all leave. In a bit I call Parade of Shameful Children.
Yeah. What parents? Why did you bring them here?
First, I make them all come up on stage. I tell them what's wrong with their bodies, and then I ask them to leave.
You go wait in the pit with the other kids. After I tell them all that
Santa's fake. No, but so like I want to have like 100 different like bits down any avenue I could go, and every show's different.
Nice.
I do different. I get to some of it sometimes. I don't get to some of it.
Yeah.
So if you come back tomorrow, you'll see some of the same stuff and
I like it.
A lot of different stuff you didn't see. Yeah. Because this audience member brought up that. I remember I've got a bit that's similar to that. We go into that. Like it's just a chaotic hour of crafted, planned comedy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there
you
go.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's a little magic and spontaneity involved.
No, I dig it, man. It's good. It's different.
So I'm gonna chew up gummy worms and spit them into a peep's mouth. soon as I write a bit.
I see you've been practicing.
As soon as I write a bit to go with that.
There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be against my instinct to spit them back out. Like, but I easily swallow these. I can't swallow them. After I spit them into the peep, can I eat the peep?
And then you go. Now you have a peep filled with gummy bears, and then you eat it.
Not gummy bears, gummy worms.
Or whatever.
We're staying in the bird universe. God,
It tastes the same.
it's an aviary. I'm Eminem. I just got back. I did a show in Phoenix, and then I
where at?
went
Improv?
back to the no, it was a private, like a
right
corporate thing.
Cool.
And then I drove back through the Grand Canyon, where I spent a night in Grand Canyon National Park,
Nice.
writing some jokes,
Like camping or like in a lodge?
looking
or?
in a lodge. I'm not a poor.
Oh,
And
poor.
yeah, I'm gonna be out there building a fire, roasting peeps.
I just caught these.
By the way, has anybody fucking trademarked that? Peeps s'mores.
I think
It's just more sugar. You roast the marshmallow. That has to be a thing somebody's done. Roasted a peep, right? That has to be been done.
It's
But
someone
make
just
a
making fun of
s'more?
peeps.
S'more peeps, and they should sell them pre-made that you just microwave. Oh, I think I found my calling. Comedy, goodbye.
And then wash it
everybody.
down with a rancherita.
Oh God,
Full circle,
Dip
baby.
your s'mores in ranch. I'd try it. No, and then I wrote some jokes, and I did Molly.
Nice.
Do you ever do Molly?
Not yet.
You're hardcore in some. Well, you've stopped smoking weed now. You're really.
It sends me on a head trip, man.
It sends you on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I do it.
Yeah. If I'm gonna smoke weed, I want to be able to just hang out with people. I can't smoke it alone. Like I get all woo. And
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I just get deep, dark thoughts, and I'm like, we're all gonna die one day. We're all gonna die one day.
Well,
and I'm like,
I did.
Ah.
I will. It was.
I do like indicas now that I'm older.
Yeah.
And I do like edibles. Like I like that. Ooh, shit.
Well, when you're in
man.
nature, I
Oh.
like it. It's cool, but
Yeah.
it was freezing as fuck up there, like snowing and shit. I forgot, the elevation and shit. It was cold as fuck, but then when you're on Molly, the outside feels nice because it's cools you down because you're.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the Grand Canyon in years and years, and you just look at it and you go, and this is gonna sound so dumb and newbie,
Yeah.
but I don't care. I enjoy life.
You
This
just
is why-
marveled in its majesticness.
It's so big. You don't remember, and I had my fucking drone and I wanted to fly it and get some good shots, but it's a no drone zone.
Right.
There's
yeah.
signs all over.
Yeah.
To get to a part of the Grand Canyon where you're allowed to film with the drone, you have to pretty much drive down 1 billion dirt roads on an Indian reservation that's out somewhere, that the federal government hasn't marked off. This is our canyon.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's and I don't know for another word to use. It's majestic to look. It's just holy shit.
Yeah. Surreal.
It's what the fuck? It doesn't look like it belongs anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. So that was fun to drive back and also to test my car, which is a 1997 yellow Sunfire. So
No
I wanted
shit.
to make sure that got to Phoenix and back because that's a big trip for my car.
Yeah. I didn't know you had a 97 yellow Sunfire.
Oh yeah, and it's got rusted out on the bottom, kind of. You almost have to Fred Flintstone it.
Wow.
Soon.
Yeah.
You can't see the ground because of the carpet,
Yeah.
but it's there.
Jesus. You know what? I'm glad you didn't pick me up that day.
How fat would I have to be to rust through the bottom of a whole chassis of a car? Just goosh. Could it happen? Maybe.
Don't
I
have
don't
me
know
go in
how
your
the
car.
I don't know how the crossbars are. I don't know how it works.
It's good for, if you have to, well, it's Vegas now, but if you have to, dump drugs or whatever, something you're not supposed to have in the car.
I think it was also made the year that Pontiac discovered plastic. So everything on that, every quarter panel.
One of my best friends growing up had a Sunfire. He had a red one, and it was ugh. When I had to drive him home one time because I was designated driver, and I was pretty much laying down, I'm in a fucking rocket ship, driving his drunk ass home.
I take mine really seriously. I put 17s on it. I got gold flames.
No, you don't.
Down the side, I swear to God, I did.
How come this
And
isn't on your
hood,
Instagram?
On the hood, I'm getting, because it's not done.
Okay, nobody likes
I have
onions?
progress photos. No, on the hood, I'm getting airbrushed by like one of those guys in the mall who does T-shirts.
Yeah,
I've already
yeah,
been
yeah.
talking to him.
Oh, I'm excited. What are you going to get
the guys
airbrushed?
at the Black Mall who make like the team shirts for your cheerleaders.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting just my face airbrushed on the hood.
Wow.
With the beer that goes like down the bumper. Come on.
I love it. I love it already.
I want people to see me coming.
Yeah.
And also I want to let valets know that I can afford custom shit. You know.
If you want people to see you coming, you should have your O face on it. Oh, your
No, but I'll have cum on my face. But my face will be my regular face.
just regular.
With my eyes closed. Or at least one of them closed because of the cum.
And you've been researching and taking tons of photos.
I also have no windows.
Okay.
There's plastic over every window. And I have the club. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't lock. I put it on.
Yeah,
you see
for
it
sure.
as a deterrent. And by the way, I would argue that 90%, even more, 99% of people who see a club don't try it. They go like, oh, it's got a club. and if it weren't for the fact that I had no windows, you wouldn't even be able to reach in and check it.
I'm sure
No,
the people who steal cars nowadays don't remember the club as seen on TV commercials.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, you never hear about anybody getting their radio stolen anymore. Like, that shit doesn't really happen anymore.
Yeah, because everybody just plugs their phone into the shitty stock radio. And,
even the stock radios in cars have, like if it just gets disconnected from power, like the battery, you have to enter a code.
Oh, okay.
Like that you should have taken out of your manual book.
Oh, yeah.
And not left in there so they can just see the code. They steal the card that has the code written on it too. Cool,
okay.
Thanks for putting it in a convenient carry-out form.
Yeah.
Glad you never did it.
Thanks for stealing the stock radio, assholes.
I do got to plug the overdose before we leave, and I know you're dying for a imaginary cigarette out on the porch since you live a lie.
Yes, I'm gonna enjoy a fine tobacco product.
Join the overdose. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. I think Alex and I'll probably do a little after show. We'll come back in here.
Damn right.
Tell the stories he couldn't tell to the regular non-paying poor people.
Oh, the poorest. Jesus. What's up, plebes? I'm one of you.
But it's how I pay my bills. I'm running around this crazy universe, and God knows.
Looking at the goddamn Grand Canyon and shit on their dime.
And plus, somebody's got to buy the drugs.
Yeah.
So, NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. $10 a month. Get access to all of our back catalog. We did a bunch of shows this weekend with Steve Curran and some of the Queef Geeks. That's what they call themselves. Don't ask me.
I love it.
And all of our back catalog and everything else and more. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. $10 a month. You can afford this. You've been listening for free for too long to not be giving me money. I just had to buy $2,000 plane ticket.
Jesus.
So I don't need your fucking pity, but I do need your $10 a month.
It's from Vegas to LA, but the other way around.
It's from Vegas to LA 38 times because I'm bored. No, I will be 4 different festivals.
Dope.
On the other side of the fucking world. So
Congratulations.
Melbourne Comedy Festival, Sydney Comedy Festival. I'm headlining Nimbin. Weed festival. It's called Mardi Gras.
I get it.
Couple of buddies booked that, and they're going to let me headline that. So that'll be
Sweet.
really fun. And then the New Zealand Comedy Festival in Melbourne. And then I'm flying to Hawaii because I've never performed in Hawaii, and I've lined up some gigs there. And I'll be checking that state off my 50 states list because
Nice.
God knows it'll break up the fucking trip because it's a 16-hour fucking flight.
God damn, dude.
But I'm excited
You're like
about
a real comic. This is awesome, man. Can I live vicariously through you?
And then I'll be back here for a couple months, and then I'll be off to Europe for 2 months. So,
hey, let me know if you want to do the Rick's Rollin' Smoke Barbecue. I can get you in that one.
I do want to do it. I do want to go do that.
Oh, I'll get you into that room, buddy.
Yeah. And I'll bring you to Melbourne if you can fit in my suitcase.
All right.
Because God knows I can't afford another ticket. These tickets are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It should be great. I've never been to Australia. I've never been to New Zealand.
Yeah. I've always wanted to
And
go.
I'll probably never go back because God, is it far. But I'm super excited, and it should be really fun. But join the overdose. Nobody likes onions dollars. I'm so high it's not good.
Fuck shallots.
NobodyLikesOnions.com/onions. Also look for some pretty good shows. A lot of guys that haven't been on this show in a while are in Melbourne, and we'll hopefully be getting them on.
Shout outs to Total Conway, my buddy out there.
That's not a person.
Yeah, he's an Australian Conway.
Total Conway.
That's his Instagram name.
Oh, okay.
So,
what's your stuff? Do you want to plug some of your...
Oh, yeah, alexansel.com at Y2 Kool Aid, letter Y, number 2 Kool Aid. That's my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Come out to Vegas, come see Squeezed. I'm there 5 nights a week, and then Wednesdays.
Treasure Island, Squeezed every night but Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Right, and then Wednesdays, I'm at the Stratosphere. Every Wednesday, I'm at the Stratosphere.
Oh, is that like a permanent thing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I do some of their social media stuff.
Oh, look at you.
I'm still working, so I'm still out there getting these shows, and I'll be in Henderson on the 23rd or 24th.
Nobody cares about that. Why are you plugging this shit?
Hendertucky.
Tell him to come see it. Go see all of his material at Squeezed.
Yeah.
Before you can't get tickets because of the sellout.
I mean, it's a good problem.
NLO on Twitter, P-Melt on Twitter, P-Melt on Instagram. See some of my majestic Grand Canyon photos.
Yeah.
I also saw the Hoover Dam, and I'll tell you this. Meh. I get it. What a big dam. But you can't be next to the Grand Canyon and expect me to be marveled at that. That's not a good looking... I mean, I'm not saying it's bad looking. As far as dams go, pretty damn impressive. Now you're taking photos with your... Snapchat. What is happening here? Snapchats? I don't have time for any of these social media networks. Everybody get off. Now you're just playing stuff. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you on an after show. Alex, Kool Aid out.
Yeah. Bow, bow, bow.